Isaiah had an experience where the coals of fire cleansing him from uncleanness, preparing him as a messenger for the Lord. Now, something to understand there about this one, and that's very interesting, and this is the third one that I'm mentioning there about Isaiah. Isaiah was already, quote, quote, in full-time vocational ministry. And he has another encounter that brings him into another level of consecration. So I just want to say to us all, there's always available other levels of consecration. It happened for Isaiah. He had the seraphim bring coals of fire and purged him, and he became convicted. I have a statement I use called new light exposes old levels of darkness. That's what happened for Isaiah. Then the word of the Lord came to Isaiah, Isaiah chapter 6, and said, "Who will go for us?" And there became an identification. Then Isaiah, and he says, "I am unclean." He was unclean before, but now he has a revelation of a deeper unworthiness because new levels of light, in this case we could say new fire, exposed old levels of darkness. Who can go for us? And Isaiah goes, "I'm unclean," and listen to this, "and I dwell amongst an unclean people." And he wasn't moving in criticism, but then the Lord cleanses him, and then he responds to the call. Here's another word I just want to insert here. There's more than one calling that will happen in a person's life. And we get locked into that there's only one calling that happens. It's not true. There's progressive callings that happen. And we get stuck sometimes as though there's only one calling and that we miss a calling. And I want to say there's more than one calling that can happen in your life. And we go from glory to glory, the New Testament says. And Isaiah went from fire to fire, and he went from purging to purging, and he went from calling to calling. And listen to this, commissioning to commissioning. And with this, then he had a commissioning, not in judgment and criticism and legalism, but out of heart standards. And that was easily missed, because if you look at the third statement I'm making about these prophetic varieties, it's the proclamation of God's heart standards for his people. Now, if you're not living it, it will come across shallow. But if you're walking in it, it will release a conviction with it. And there's a big difference.